Give me a moment.
Moment given.
Yeah.
No, as he looks around, he's attractive, sandy blonde hair. There seems to be an eye patch that he has casually rested on one of his eyes, and no other scars on his face, which looks quite beautiful for his form. Both of which are human, by the way.
Can we talk to them yet? Are they close enough to talk?
In just a moment, as they first look at you, before you have a chance to say anything. The human I'm describing right now starts babbling out some semblance of a language you have never heard before. So, at that point, after a few moments, they both look at both of you. A little bit confused and looking as if they're waiting for a reaction.
This wasn't Throlic?
No, it's in some language you've never even heard of.
Bashi, you should say hello. Kind of introduce us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should have the giant lizard introduce us.
Which I'm more than happy to do, except for the fact that I don't have any languages regarding. If I didn't understand it, then. All right, so I'm assuming I don't need a first impression. It wouldn't be useless at this point.
No, you can. This is the perfect time for a first impression.
Okay.
Cool. I'll go ahead, Joy.
Look, can we talk to them yet?
Yes.
Or
I'll roll a first impression.
And I'll let Vashi do his first impression at this point, and then you can continue talking. Vashi, how do you do it? Just say hello?
All right. No, I'm going to bow with open arms like this, just away from weapons and away from spell thingies, because I've seen Micah for a while, and I'm assuming I'm going to try and avoid spell casting emotion or emotives, and point at us and like myself and the rest, and would I know a kind of a symbol for peace or happiness or
not at all.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'll do this. Eyes, hearts.
As you take a bow and stand up, making the heart symbol, he did hear you interact with each other, and he chuckles a little bit. Friend, I speak Throlic.
Oh, God damn it.
Oh, good. Can I talk to him now? I wanted to roll my conversation thingy.
Okay, well, just continue talking with him, and I'll let you know when to roll conversation. Trust me.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to hang back just a little bit. I'm going to hang back like half of Vashi behind the rest of the group.
Is that amazing?
It is now official.
Yeah. I'm very relieved. I want to let him know that I'm very relieved that he speaks Throlic, because that was going to become a very awkward situation, I bet, quickly, considering that we have just recently come to these lands and we don't know the languages or the customs.
As soon as you say that, both of the humans look at each other and raise an eyebrow. As he looks back, he scans over each one of your group, grins a little bit at Zephyr as she waves, and as he smiles, looking at Lethala and Zephyr, both the ladies, he scratches his ear slightly nervously.
Hey,
at that
Zephyr,
point,
hello, friend.
Maybe he can read our book.
What is your name? I want to call you by a name, but I don't know what your name is. We should probably be friends. You know where we're going? We're looking for something, and we need to find them, but I don't know where they went to. I think he probably went this way because we saw the thing because he had footprints before, but now the footprints are all gone. And then there's you guys, so maybe you saw him, huh?
After a dead silence, as both of them blink, they both bust out in roarous laughter. Roll conversation.
Oh, wait, I missed the box. Hang on. Dang it.
Yeah, hold on, Tenchi. Oh, wow, nice. Ooh.
He looks over, and immediately they look at each other, then look at all of you, and they let out some more laughs. This has been one of the most pleasant things I've seen in over a week.
Well, that's good.
How they look? Where do you hail from? And
We
my
came
name.
from over there.
He looks up. Okay. Well, I will offer my name if you offer yours. I am Gainham, and I am a bodyguard for all of these friends of mine. And he motions to the friend beside him as well as over towards the wagons. I just wanted to be sure that there's no trouble to be found.
Oh, trouble. We don't cause any sort of trouble. We don't like trouble. We just do all that stuff. We were coming from over there, and now we're going over here, and then we're gonna do stuff, and I'm kind of tired. Is there anywhere that we can sit down?
As you can see, we're not capable of trouble. Getting throughout the day is hard enough for us.
Zephyr, maybe he can read the book.
What? I don't have a book.
As that said, the other human perks up. This human, by the way, that's standing next to Gainham is one that's... His clothes are not as simple fashioned. His clothes have some embroidery along the edge, and the shirt itself is made of what seems to be... the sleeves underneath seem to be made of silk, implying that there is a silk shirt. But on top, he has what seems to be padded leather. He smirks a little bit and says, "There's a book, you say?"
Well, what is your name? I don't think we know your name. I'm Zephyr, by the way. Hi, my name is Zephyr. I like to fly and stuff. Do you want me to make you a crown of flowers? I can make crowns of flowers. I was making one for him. See, he's got one on, but I don't have that anymore. I didn't make any more when we were walking because we were too busy doing other stuff.
He giggles slightly and he holds out his hand. Well, as no problem. Pleasure to meet you, Zephyr. And I am Daniel. I am a humble merchant, and we are traveling from the city of Kratos to Jairus.
I don't know what those are.
At that point, they both raise eyebrows and look at each other, and then hold their hand out to each of you in fashion. And you are holding it out to Vashi.
I'll shake their hand and explain that I am Vashi Kashinaflex, and we are new to the land, and it's a pleasure to meet such friendly people.
He nods, and as you're reaching for his hand, he pushes his hand further than you're used to and grasps the wrist of your hand, instinctively getting you to grasp his.
Okay, yeah, I'm fine with that.
One quick shake, and it's apart, and that's where he in turn turns to the dwarf, holding his hand out. And you?
I'm going to reluctantly shake his hand.
In what fashion? One you're comfortable with?
One I'm kind of uncomfortable with. I don't really like people.
Okay, so are you reaching out and grabbing his wrist?
I mean, I'm reaching out and grabbing his hand, but I'm kind of being a little withdrawn about it.
As he reaches out, aiming for your fist, you interrupt it with your hand. He looks down, raises an eyebrow slightly. A pleasure to meet you.
Jack, while he kind of moves, because if Micah's behind me and he kind of moves, I'm guessing to the side of me, or kind of he's not directly looking at me, I want to scan their wagon real quick. There were other people here that are still behind the wagon. What are they doing? What do I see?
Roll perception, and I'll continue and tell you the results soon.
Okay.
Moving on, Lythala. Gainham walks up holding his hand out towards you.
I hold my hand out and allow him to shake it in whichever way he does, and I say, "I'm Lythala." Big ol' smile.
And then at that point, he turns and kneels down slightly to be more comfortable shaking your hand. He reaches out for you, Glyph.
I wave. Glyph.
His hand stands there for a moment, and he just kind of turns it and waves back. Well, pleasure to meet you.
I like this guy.
Oh yeah, don't mind him. He gets a little shy sometimes because sometimes he gets a little freaked out, and there's things that are over there that were kind of scary and all that sort of stuff. But he does this stuff. It's not rude, really. He likes people. He likes me. He's my best friend.
Yep.
They both look at each other and giggle. How long have you been traveling, friends? Specifically that road.
5 days.
A week or so.
They look at each other, look back, and you're alive.
Yep.
I think so.
I hope so.
Mostly.
We made some fuzzy friends, but outside of that, we're doing okay.
I don't know. Shibo, double check. I'm not dead, am I? I
No,
mean,
Shibo didn't shoot an
Glenn.
arrow at you.
You're good.
Okay.
They nod. It seems that while he is acting friendly, Gainham is doing an observation on all the weapons on your bodies, hesitating slightly more on the giant sword along the back of the scrang. He nods and says, well...
Trust me, it doesn't do anything.
He chuckles a little bit.
Oh.
Well,
Well, sorry, I'm curious. Why would you think that we wouldn't be alive?
He grins slightly and says, well, that's the path that goes along the side of the poison forest. Not many people typically dare walk near that. The dangers there are quite prevalent.
Can we go through the
Wait,
forest?
are the dangers fuzzy frogs?
They raise an eyebrow. I've never been in there myself, and I hope never to have to.
Oh.
And as they sit around, we need to talk about something just for a moment. It is nothing offensive at all. We just want to make sure we're doing what's safest for our party.
Sure.
In the meantime, we do have some water and some food for... we do have some water and food for each of you to share and partake of for a small fee, of course. If you would be willing, or do you have yourselves... Are you fine with that?
Out of game question, how many rations have we gone through?
5 days worth.
5 days worth.
Let me adjust
Okay.
that then.
You may adjust that right now. Vashi,
Hey, I'm not over.
based on your perception, which was a excellent success.
Explosion!
As you look off into the distance, you can see, you count maybe 4 pairs of feet underneath the edge of the wagon. You also just now perceive what seems to be a light smoke coming up from the other side of the wagon, possibly a campfire.
Okay.
Both wagons are covered and seem to be rather full. They're from what you can see, but you can't see what.
Mhm.
You said you had rations for sale. How much would you charge for these rations?
He grins. No, we don't have ration. Well, what I'm offering is not ration, but a cooked meal.
Ooh.
Sounds good.
He says, just for compensation, of course, Daniel interrupts. I'm just asking for a mere copper from each of you.
It's fine with me.
2
copper?
copper
Do
if
we
you
have a
wish
copper?
to. 2 copper each if you, or an extra copper if you wish to partake of our water.
I'll pay 2 copper for that.
I'll pay
Oh,
2 copper for that.
Now, no,
That's interesting. But what do you use for money? Do you got money? I have money. Oh, you gave me a shiny from before. Do you like the shiny? I can make you flower stuff too. I don't know if that's for really copper. I can do that though. Do you like that?
Be a nice man.
Or do you like the shiny bits?
At that point, as you pull out the copper and hold it up, both of them have their eyebrows raised immediately. Would you mind if we looked at that? They say so hesitantly, not in any way cautious, but careful. Surprised almost.
They don't know where we're from.
Yeah, well, cat's out of the bag now.
Oh, not like they wouldn't have figured out eventually.
Oh,
Maybe.
yeah. Yeah, it could have been worse.
Well,
At this point, I take a copper and I just hand it to them.
As you take the copper out and hand it to him, immediately Daniel reaches over and, as casually excited as he can, grabs hold of it. They exchange a look between each other, and Gainham, regaining his composure rather quickly, immediately just inches towards your dog and says, "Is it a hunting variety?" Motioning towards your duck.
I'm gonna back up a little bit.
Not to a point that it's anywhere near too close.
Right.
He's still comfortably away.
By the way, I'm keeping a very close eye on the guy that took my money.
Okay. Daniel, all he's doing is he's looking at the coin back and forth,
Right.
trying to observe and scrutinize it.
And I'm just staring at him like this.
Yeah. I let him know that he's a very competent companion, my Doug.
He grins. I was just wondering if I could scratch it or pet it.
Yeah, sure.
I'm very fond of dogs, and I've never seen one like this before.
I want to make sure that he doesn't try anything too. It's not subtly.
He's moving forward, and his hand moves with an incredible, an almost fluid grace.
Mhm.
He's almost arcing his arms so that you can see every ounce of his arm visibly for every moment he scratches the dog.
Let's not piss this guy off. Does do I notice? I don't know if I can make another perception check or not. Do I notice any calluses on his hands? Does he?
As you look, he's got a what seems to be a very thin glove along his hand.
Oh, son of a.
Now, as he scratches, the dog seems amiable and appeased with it. So there's no immediate result that's negative from Doug.
Aw,
Now,
isn't he nice? He's such a good dog. I like that dog. He's my new friend. I like my friends.
as
So what are you guys friends? Can we go say hi to the other guys? I want to go say hi to the other guys too. I'm not particularly hungry, but we can go over there, can't we?
Pretty much.
Can I
mean,
roll
we can talk
perception
more
on
if you
this-
wanna.
on this guy that I'm just staring at?
Okay. He hasn't even, as you're staring at him creepily, he's staring at the coin as if nothing else exists right now.
Huh.
His entire world is in his hand.
And
And
this is a perfect time to perceive him.
okay, what do you wish to know or observe? Or is it
Anything
just
weird.
general?
Just general.
Anything weird?
Yeah, anything weird about him.
Okay. I'll let you roll charisma on that one.
Charisma?
Yeah. While you are perceiving him, you're trying to judge him as his personality and such. You're trying to glean more information off him. Normally, I wouldn't do this, but I'm making a call on it.
Okay, so charisma?
Now, charisma. There we go. Your general opinion of him is that he doesn't seem to be hostile at all, and he seems genuinely amazed.
You seem very enthralled with that coin. Is there something special about it?
As he shakes his head, he looks up, he hands it, he puts it in his pocket. Food's on me. That right there is a treasure that you don't even know, and I want to hear the story about it. And we will be willing to he stutters a little bit, and with standing up, moving over and putting his hand on his friend,
No.
Gainham interrupts him saying, "We can answer any questions that you need. It seems that you're not from around here."
My
good, I have
look
lots
at
of
this guy turns from to as he pockets my coin.
He looks and says, "Oh, you intended me to look." He takes it out immediately, noticing it, and offers it back.
You said food was on you.
Oh, God, Jesus.
Oh no.
He says, he looks at you slightly confused.
Did you
This
not just say
coin, even if it is, I Gainham, and Gainham immediately takes over. You see, we have never seen your coin before. And with that said, it is a great surprise to us. The knowledge that we might glean just from hearing the story of how you obtained it is of more value than any coin you can give us. If you would be willing to spare that single copper, we would be willing to give you a good hearty meal and as much as you need to drink.
I'll hand
And
him-
Daniel nods in reply.
I'll hand-
I smile and I say, "Okay, you can keep the copper."
Okay. Daniel's like, I am so sorry if I offended. I didn't mean to. I misunderstood.
Oh no, it's okay. Adam says it's okay, so it's okay.
I'll hand the other one 1 copper as well. They should both have 1.
They look at each other. By the way, remember, you cannot split coins right now. If you do not have copper, you do not have copper.
I had 6 copper.
Just want to make sure you guys
then,
understand that.
During the 5 days, I had stolen 1 copper from Micah just for the lulz.
No,
So
you
now
did
you-
not.
Slept.
Is that your role-playing purpose for making a copper out of thin air?
Yes.
Okay. There we go. I caught that. As all of you are walking back, the first thing as you take a few steps, Gainham lets out this unusual and weird bird call. And at that point, all of the other people suddenly start burrowing and running out from behind the wagon.
Ooh, nice. Can I try and make the bird call?
Is this a hostile action here?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
I'm helping.
They both start chuckling, and Gainham says, "This has been a fortunate day for us, friend." And he starts clapping his friend on the back friendly. And while Daniel is walking up casually, Gainham makes sure to walk to the side so that you are always in his visibility. But as you approach, you see that it is a bunch of dwarves, but it is only 2 adult dwarves and what seems to be their children. The male dwarf looks well dressed, and eventually the introductions go quite quickly. The male dwarf, by the name of Jacob, introduces himself as a merchant. His wife, Josie, and their dwarven boy and girl, which they have hit a point where in their tradition they have not been named yet. But the one thing that catches all of your eyes is the adorable female newborn that Josie is constantly holding. As all of you sit around the fire, Gainham takes control of the conversation in just a moment as he starts giving you a stew of vegetables, many of which you've never even seen before.